been streaming for a while just because of, well, I haven't felt like it. So, yeah. Felt like streaming tonight. So, we're gonna go play my Madden game. Let's see here. Actually, do I have any corners I can develop? No. Okay. Let's see. Inside zone or stick. Okay, I will do that. And then I like the zone blitz, so yeah. Upgrade some players. Upgrade, sure. And Vontaze Burfict. Somehow you're still on my team. Even though you've steadily declined. I don't know why you still have a contract with me. Let's see. Okay, I still have plenty of cap. Let's see. We're gonna kick. Can't really do anything with the uniforms because that's a custom team. Alrighty, let's do this. Let's see if I can do better against them than I did the Colts, even though I won against the Colts.
You're locked in.
The game was an absolute
All right, Coach.
slugfest.
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the London Bulldogs and the Cleveland Browns. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, 30 base. Protein spill.
Second
They'll run on first down.
That's
Hall.
right. Not going
Call it
anywhere.
officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the gun on third down. Bingham, nowhere to go.
Oh,
He
fumble!
lost the football. It's going the other way. And he is going to bring
Was
this
a
back
fumble
inside
recovery.
the 20 to the 18-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand
Jacobs.
monster. Both hands on the football.
Right, since our last stream, I actually have a run game. This team's
A check on Jacobs
sort
from
of
a
different.
week ago.
I mean,
18 carries,
quarterback
89
and the
yards.
receiving core are pretty much the same. Make some changes on defense, but yeah.
Because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
Now a carry for Jacobs.
Oh, he got over the goal
A
line.
gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll run it with Jacobs.
Damn it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker
No, I
was
didn't
freed
want
up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Wide open. T.Y. Hilton.
T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this
That's right, offense. High-five yourself on that sideline.
The ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can.
I feel
pick
they're
those
gonna
things
pass.
back up. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Bingham. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Conaway Correa.
Coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
And he
Intercepted!
Picked off near the 44. And the return stops at the
Oscar,
39-yard line.
nice play, my
Pulled
friend.
the intended target. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Getting the
what we're seeing so far. Talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Oh, he got position.
Intercepted.
Damn it.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Into a double team.
Oh, got right back.
Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he will take
this
for a touchdown.
Jacobs, get yourself in there, man.
On the year.
That's right. You dust him off, Austin Hooper.
On to their lead. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction, and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Damn it.
And he's taken down at the 43.
That's
now
right.
Before picking up the first.
Hit it. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Shut up. Fire.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan.
Damn it.
Passing there, you're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. He completes it to Tate. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Man.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run.
God damn it.
Caught from Browns, touchdown.
Wide open.
T.J. Hockenson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved.
Should have came with the blitz.
And they showed he's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jacobs now. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man Hilton.
Goodbye. So long. Sayonara. Touchdown.
T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, Bingham. On the catch, it's Crowder. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
When you're struggling.
I'm actually going to change something. If it's not already set to that. It is, okay.
You're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Bingham.
Nice!
That is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the
nice
contact.
Play.
Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And a flag comes
come
in as that
on.
one falls incomplete.
Pass interference.
Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, it's Hall. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Off the play fake. Bingham. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Bingham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 46-yard.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got it to Hilton. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And
no!
Here he'll be brought down
Hooper,
a little shy
get
of
up.
the 35 at the 36.
God damn it. That's right. You're
So
okay.
from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Winston. And the catch made by Hilton. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game of the season. And he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest
got
worry,
in.
ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Jameis to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Dion
3
Lewis.
touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has
fucking-
been theirs. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we reach halftime. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To throw, Winston. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I need it.
On 2nd and 9, Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Ready? Right there in the middle. 55. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Winston on 3rd and 2.
Damn it.
Incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Winston to throw 4 on 4. Complete to Hilton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Come on.
To the air again with Winston. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll throw again. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Check. Wait. 55's mark.
From the gun, Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation.
Really, game? Come on. Fuck off.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked.
Come on,
That's about
Joseph.
as bad a miss as you can have.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 1st down, Hall. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Hall, limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On 3rd down, Bingham. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Wait. Watch the screen. Easy.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. To throw is Winston. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And we're back now here in Cleveland, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On play action, Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They go with Jacobs. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brent, they've got to get to 100 now.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think
the football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And this is picked up.
Damn it, Jacobs. Come on.
Over there as his guys will
Really?
get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over.
Oh, come
Yet there are humans
on.
out there running around, and we give this another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And all the way to the opposite 45. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. 9 yards the pickup. There, and it's a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete.
Oh, damn it.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. To throw on 2nd down. Bingham. And he's got it. And he'll
Come
be
on,
right on the edge of the
defense.
goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Here's 2nd and 8. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Nice
and a big
pick.
turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Winston now. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll complete this one to Barrios.
Probably holding.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Of course.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Winston here to throw. He's got it to Hilton. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, You might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 32 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Jameis again. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for two up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us. And they ended up going for two late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, could also result in a melee later, though. The Browns' drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Right there in the middle, 55. You remember me? You remember me?
Following the interception, Winston. And the catch made by Hilton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for London, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Alright, well, thanks for watching, and see you in the next stream.